Glad to have on with us right now Chuck Matthews, Omega Psi Phi's in the house, Big Brothers and Big Sisters. It's our cooperation with Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and African-American fraternities. What's up, Chuck? How you doing, man?
Michael, it's good to talk to you, my friend. Thanks for having us on.
This is important, man. Brothers in action, man. Mentoring brothers in action. What are we going to do as we pull together to make this happen for the kids?
Well, I can tell you this. We are not going to fail young men out there. Omega Psi Phi is committed to this from top to bottom. I am very, very proud to say that Grand Basileus, Dr. Ray, and our first Vice Grand, Brother Tony Knox, are committed to this. And we have organized ourselves, Michael, all the way down through the district levels. They have each of the district representatives have appointed a representative to pair with me on a national level so that we can work with all of the chapters within Omega Psi Phi, and our goal is to match them with the local Big Brothers and Big Sisters agencies with the total intent that we will partner with them to make African-American professional men available to our young men who need positive role models.
Because we will take mentoring from anybody. We had a show where a woman had a problem with a white man being a mentor, but we need African-American men to step up. Tell everybody why.
Well, that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up, Michael, because that is, I don't want to say that's a problem. I will agree with you. We will get mentors in any way we can, because I actually serve on the board of our local Big Brothers and Big Sisters agency. But what we want to do is to make it available to that mother who would rather have an African-American man to mentor her son. So that's one inspiration that I deliver to my brothers when I talk to them about this, is that there are young African-American boys who are being parented by either a grandparent or a guardian or a single mother, and they really do want positive black role models to help those young boys become effective and good citizens as men themselves.
That's one of the reasons why we got together in Atlanta on Friday. Those of y'all who don't know, I was on CNN talking about it. I donated $10,000 to get the ball rolling. And we got some other events that we're going to be doing. I suggested that we put together some concerts. So many of the things that we normally do for the Michael Baisden Show, like the big anniversary party, we may be doing a New Year's Eve party, we got an election party. All those things are going to become fundraisers for the program that we have, Mentoring Brothers in Action, with the partnership with Big Brothers and Sisters in the African-American fraternity. So we need the men, but we also need the money. Isn't that right, Chuck?
That is absolutely right, and it's amazing. The next thing I wanted to talk about was exactly that. There are a lot of ways to partner, and if a chapter, for an example, do not mentor, they can also partner and just join Big Brothers and Big Sisters on fundraisers. And to give you an example of how we have affected that so efficiently, here in Louisville, we have what we call a Greek Bowl for kids' sakes. In other words, Michael, the local agency has set aside a day where all of the African-American fraternal and sororities organizations come together, and we are going to fill up a bowling alley here in Louisville on March 3rd, and our objective is to have that alley full of African-American people raising money, having fun together, but raising money for Big Brothers and Big Sisters, because it takes about $1,100 a year to support a one-on-one match with an individual. So you can see, while the volunteers are just that, they are volunteers, but Big Brothers and Big Sisters have a model that they spend a lot of money screening the people who are going to be mentors and supporting them once they become mentors, so that those matches are not just matches in words, but they are matches in real life.
And I love the fact that Big Brothers and Big Sisters, by the way, those of you all who are listening need to understand they do a great screening process to make sure your children are safe. We know that's a big issue right now. And also, it's the natural partnership for me to be working with the fraternities, because, not only you all tune into the show, you guys are educated guys who've been on college campuses. We want to encourage that with our kids. It's important for our kids to see educated men as well, or just accomplished men. Wouldn't you agree, Chuck?
I would agree, absolutely. The one thing I want to point out, I have been a big myself. In other words, I am on my second mentor. The first young man that I mentored, Rico, is now a sophomore in college. I began mentoring him when he was in the 5th grade. And if you talk to Rico today, he will tell you that he is so proud to be the first in his family to go to college. Rico is now, as I say, a sophomore at Northern Kentucky University, majoring in criminal justice. And I asked him, why did he choose that field? He says, well, I wanted to be able to give back and stand in the breach and help other young men make better choices, because I know what they go through. So I'm so proud of that fact. And now, believe it or not, I am mentoring Rico's little brother, who is now a senior in high school, and he's getting ready to go to college. So I just want to tell my fellow Omega men and all African-American men out there that this program works. It is a beautiful way to give back.
Thank you very much, Chuck Matthews. Ladies and gentlemen, you all are going to be hearing about this every single week, what we're doing with Mentoring Brothers in Action. You can go to www.mentoringbrothers.org. This is going to be big. We're going to be talking about this every week, and we're going to be doing events that are dedicated to giving money and bringing attention to mentoring around the country. Thank you very much, Chuck.